morning. It's Devorah. It's InStory Live, and I'm experimenting with going live on my computer. I usually go live on my phone. And so, it's always good to try something new. It's a gorgeous but cold day. I'm home. And what I want to talk about today is, how do you start your day? We have a beautiful prayer that we say first thing in the morning when we wake up, and it basically says, "Thank you, God, for returning my soul to me, and with compassion and joy and believing in me." And it's the idea that you start your day by deciding who you want to be. I was listening to a rabbi named Rabbi Jacobsen speaking about this, and he was speaking about, oddly, he started out the speaking about forgiveness. Hi, Lavana. And he said, if you can't receive the good, hi, Anna, if you can't receive the good, then it's very hard to forgive somebody. And the idea is kind of like, what energetic channel are you tuned into? And by the way, like for Anna, I am curious how it looks and sounds on my computer compared to my phone. So I want you to ask yourself the question, what channel are you tuned into, so to speak, and who are you deciding to be? Because here's the thing, it's so easy to get up and let the circumstances of life be the thing that defines you. Meaning, I can get up and decide that things are hard because something has occurred or hasn't occurred, or that I am doing well or not well based on external responses. But what if you wake up in the morning and you set your energetic channel? You connect with God, universe, spirit, whatever whatever you think. Hi, Cassandra. You connect with, I've managed to redeem the kind of the word God. Okay, so I'm also looking at the comments about the sound. Okay, yeah, because I have a lot of windows around me in my house, so it might be that the sound is more echoey. So it's something I'm experimenting with, different ways of creating an experience, and it's something I always like to model for all of you to try stuff out. And so I'm experimenting with the sound inside my house, also because I'm going to be doing interviews. So, we're always kind of investigating what works and how to make things work even better. And this goes for who are you deciding to be, and how do you make it work better? So I heard a few things this morning. One I read was, if you think of yourself as like a broadcasting system, you can broadcast and you can receive. And if you are filled with broadcasting positive energy, creative energy, uplifted energy, then there's no room for you to receive other broadcasts that are more negative. So what are you putting out, and who are you being? And starting that day, when Rabbi Jacobsen was teaching, one of the things he was saying is, before you open your phone, and everyone's cracking up, like, is there such a thing as before you open your phone? But when you wake up, before you get out of bed, before you do anything, and many people, I think, have this practice of tuning into gratitude in that first moment of awakening. And what I love is when we see how our new ideas and our ancient wisdom align. So this prayer called Moda Ani, which is I give thanks, I am thankful, that is traditional for Jews to say when you first wake up in the morning, is a prayer of gratitude. Hi, Margaret. It's a prayer of gratitude. And it's also, I think it's also like saying that I'm going to start my day bigger than just me. Do you know what I mean? Like if I go through my day and it's all dependent on how well I do and what I think all by myself, it's easy to get discouraged. Like maybe I didn't do this right, or this person didn't sign up to join my group. What did I do wrong? Or I didn't send this out, or this person said this, or whatever. You can let the things that happen to you define you, or you can set your energetic state and emanate from that. So I'm not saying it's like a flawless thing. When people teach some kinds of meditation and when they tell you to follow your breath, and then you have to constantly bring yourself back to your breath. So what if we go through our day and it's like you not only do you bring yourself back to your breath, you could use your breath for this, but you bring yourself back to connected to God, totally good. Like you are good at your core. You are good. You're amazing. You're good. And that you can emanate that goodness. And then instead of defining ourselves by the outer circumstances we encounter, we stay, we're in that good energy. We stay there. And then we have the possibility to shift the other. Like who's influencing who, right? So that's what I was kind of thinking about. And so for me, part of it is knowing who you are, what makes a difference. So why do I do these Facebook Lives every morning at 9 a.m.? For years I've been doing them. and I don't bring all the biggest, best, brightest marketing to it or anything. I show up because when I have to say this to you, guess what I have to do? Right. I also have to live this. When I teach, I become more the thing I teach. They often say there's nothing like teaching something to learn it. So I want to encourage you. You know me, I'm all about what you have to say has value and that your story matters. And we're now working on our next InStory show, and we've been playing all around with what to call it. And now we've come into, and you guys can tell me if you like this, it's finally your turn. Dare to be seen. And then the idea of it is how to get over, how to come out of hiding and get over the fear. I think it's like how to get over your fear, come out of hiding, stop hiding, so that you can share that authentic gift that's you. So you can share your gifts, your creativity, your story with the world. I can't tell you how many people tell me that once they come up to sharing about themselves, their authentic essence, they're afraid to be seen. It's a thing. So I'm curious if that resonates with any of you. Have you ever had that feeling that you have an authentic calling of your soul, but you're scared to share it because you're in hiding and you're afraid to be seen? So I'm excited about that because I truly believe we are being called forward, that we have something to say, that our stories matter, and that what we have to say has value. And that value is not determined by how well known we are or how big a following we have. It's determined by our true connection to source, to our souls and our mission in the world. So just saying, start your day feeling that connection, feeling deeply grateful and empowered as somebody who's been made by God, who's essentially good, and then go into the world like that. So I would love to hear your comments. How are you doing? How is this working? What works for you? What helps you keep elevated, connected, on track? And also, have you ever had that issue of feeling like you have a story calling you that you know you're supposed to bring out in the world, but you have that feeling that you're afraid to be seen? So share your insights, share your questions with me. And as always, remember, this is how you have to be brave to go out in the world so you can share your story, live your purpose, and be a blessing. Bye, folks.